Hello, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Beautiful Start Podcast. I am your host, Antoinette. And oh boy, has it been a long time. Well, I am so grateful to be back on this platform. It's nothing like um, living life and living life on your own terms and actually focusing on what you want to focus on and what you want to do. And that's what exactly what I've been doing. Um, I've been definitely learning the art of and actually um, putting the art into practice of not wasting my time. Okay, because time is so valuable and it's something that we cannot get back. And um, during this time of solitude and being alone and spending time with myself, I've realized through reflection that I have definitely wasted my time on a lot of BS. And in knowing that and being very intentional with the direction in which I am placing my life in, or to say the journey that I'm choosing to be on, um, I'm being definitely intentional with how I spend my time, what I'm actually doing, um, because uh, we should value our time and be conscious of what we are doing and what we are creating. And so I definitely have been intentional with setting certain goals for myself. And also, I know like there's people out there that, and including myself at times, right? I do have goals, right? And sometimes I can even set goals that may have been really over my head. Like, girl, you know, you was not going to be consistent with that. And so when I do have moments where I am focused on my goals and really accomplishing it, I do have times where I be like, yo, today's an off day. Today we're not, following a script. We not, we just on chill mode pretty much. And during reflection, I realized that I could be so hard on myself when that time arises. But now I'm just like, yo, whatever. Life is happening. And when you spend time with yourself, you kind of realize the things that you're actually doing, and you realize um, not to be so hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like if you have like an off day, that's what it is. You have an off day. But tomorrow is definitely a new day. And it's just time to like kind of like focus on, like refocus yourself or regroup. You know what I'm saying? Don't get sidetracked too long. Right. And I think that's what people kind of like get stuck on. Like the negative aspect, or the failure, or when you set high expectations, or you have certain standards, or you set out certain goals, or even being intentional, right? Because you could be intentional, right, and walk out your house and set certain goals, but you are a part of a society, and somebody could pop off with the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be driving to work and something happened on the highway, some road rage crazy stuff. Somebody cut you off and you know what I'm saying? Or somebody say something nasty to you in a supermarket, or you go to work and people trying to be all slick, or you know what I'm saying? Because they trying to knock you off your spot because they don't like you, and so therefore they trying to um get you fired, or starting to BS with you, you know. And when those things happen, or even you could set a simple goal saying like, look, I'm gonna go to the gym, right? And you don't go to the gym, like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of going to the gym, you find yourself at Basket Robbins eating ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody hit you up like, yo, you want to go out to eat? You know what I'm saying? You want to hit up a restaurant? Let's go out drinking. Like you may say to yourself like, listen, I'm not drinking today. Today is that day where I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking. I'm that's it. I'm quitting cigarettes. I ain't smoking now one cigarette. And then you find yourself going to the corner store and buying a pack of cigarettes. Like, what do you do in those times of stress, or those moments where you forget, like, damn, I kind of like set this goal or this intention for myself, but yet you know what I'm saying, I find myself falling in old habits, right? And I just strongly believe that um you shouldn't be hard on yourself. You shouldn't be hard on yourself. You shouldn't put yourself down. You shouldn't, because I honestly feel like when those things happen and you be extra hard on yourself, you could kind of like dig a hole for yourself and be stuck there, and just feel like crap. And it's just like, to me, I just honestly feel like you dust your shoulders off and you proceed to the next thing. You just proceed, you just move forward, right? Because um, although change is easy, but change at the same time can be fairly difficult, fairly hard, fairly challenging. And that's when you got to just be like, listen, I guess you have to find a different angle to um to actually changing, right? And that's if you want to. If these are the things that you wanted to change, if you have intentions, because some people wake up and everything is just all good, you know? It's just all good. They're not trying to change nothing. They in 100% self-acceptance, right? With everything, you know? Um, and and that's a great place to be at, but it's also a great place to realize when you no longer want to be on a certain path any longer and you want to change certain aspects. That's good as well, because I think it shows some type of growth. Like, when you're looking at both ends of the spectrum, like there's some people out there, they just this is who they are. This is who you gonna get, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be themselves everywhere they go. And they don't even care what judgment or what people say or anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? And they're not gonna change any aspect of themselves. hmm And that's a good place to be in as well. If that's where you are, you know, even if someone looking at you like, you could go run a few laps. You know what I'm saying? You could gain weight, you could lose weight, you could, do your hair. You know what I'm saying? You could whiten your teeth or get your teeth fixed. Um, people are always gonna find fault and problems when there is, you know, when there's people. They're gonna find something to criticize people for or to put someone down, like, you know, um, and so that's why I feel like um self-love is important, and loving yourself wherever you are at, on this journey in life, and even with the process of changing certain aspects or certain things about yourself, love yourself through that process. That's why I say like, um, um, that's why I say like when people have like certain goals for themselves, right? And they don't reach them goals. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got people out there. They say, "Yeah, I'm going back to school. I'm gonna get my GED. I'm gonna get my high school." Do they even do still get GEDs? Well, or it's probably called something else. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't even know what it's called. It's probably like just a high school or alternative. If they still do GEDs, because they change everything now. So you could have people out there saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back to school, get my degree. Oh, I'm a be a good, I'm a show up, and be there. You know, um, I'm gonna keep my house clean. I'm a go out more, be more social. You know, I'm gonna send my resume out. Um, whatever it is. You know, whatever it is, you say that stuff to you say that to yourself, and the reality is like you ain't budging. No movement, no action, no none of that. And that's a place too. That's like some people get into this habit of just talking about it. You feel what I'm saying? Just talking about it, where there's really no action behind it. It's really none of that. And we have to get to a place where there's some type of action, but then at the same time, not allowing yourself to feel like crap in the same aspect. You feel what I'm saying? Just kind of like, eh, but then also putting some type of action behind it. And I think that's definitely um key with that. Definitely having some action behind that. Um and that's where I think uh a shift has to take place with certain mindsets that kind of like keep you in some type of loop where you're not actually doing what it is that you need to do to see the certain progress or to even tap into something new, because you could set a goal, you could have an intention, you could do that, but what makes you keep falling back into old habits? Why isn't it that, you say you want to make a certain type of shift and you stay in that? That's just like we're in a new year, and I know there's people out there that made a lot of um, New Year's resolutions, they set goals, but we in February now, you know, and they was only doing it for their New Year's resolution and their little goals for 1 week of January, and now it's back to how you was maneuvering last year, right? So in order for this uh change to happen the way you want it to happen, and where you're not actually like, kind of like wasting your time, right? Because it's like the more you say you're going to shift, or like the more you are kind of like backtracking. That's pretty much what it is, like backtracking. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this done. And then you really ain't doing nothing. Nothing ain't really popping off. Nothing. That's why people kind of like stay in relate certain relationships. Like, you said you was going to leave this guy 20 years ago, and you still with this same guy. Who was you lying to? Hello. You know what I'm saying? You can't be lying to your peers and your friends and your family, because they already know, you know, your habits. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it real. But as far as personal goals and personal development, and the things that you want to shift around in your personal life, I'm talking about your personal self. I'm not really going to focus so much on relationships, because I just honestly feel like people have to deal with that accordingly, how they want to deal with that. But as far as personal development, getting things done in your personal world, as far as development, those aspects, I think that there's definitely a shift that needs to take place, right? And I would like to invite all of you guys to be a part of the Mindset for Beautiful Transformation Tap into Newness. And this will be on Friday, February 28th, um, at 8 p.m. for 45 minutes. This is a live virtual call, and it does cost $75. And at this time, cash app payments only. If you would like to join this live call, then please, you could go to the website, beautifulstartpodcast.com, um, /mindset, and see how you can sign up for it, you know, or you could definitely click the link in the description box. Um, or you could kind of like look at the screen, because the screen I'm gonna put a picture up so you guys could see. So if you would like to join this live call, please send an email to beautifulstartforyou@gmail.com. And it's beautiful start number 4 letter u@gmail.com. And the email must be received before the date above. Before the date February 28, 2025. And I just read that off of there. So that's why I said the date above. Like, you guys could see the flyer is going to be on the screen, but definitely um tap in and join this, because I'm going to give you guys tools to kind of like, tap into newness, tap into new energy, tap into doing things a new way, right? Because at the end of the day, if you only know how to do things in a certain way, like you maneuvering things the way you've been doing it for years and it hasn't been working, it's time to try something new. It's time to try something different. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? But I thank you for uh listening. I'm going to try my best to post more to post more. But like I said, I've been living life. If you guys don't hear from me, and I just gotta be honest, always go to beautifulstartpodcast.com and everything will be there, right? And I also do have a blog, the Essential Healing Corner. So you could kind of like go there and I kind of like make different posts and blogs and different things so you guys could always be in the known and what's going on. And also while I am on here, I want to also invite you guys to join this free group and it's called the Meaningful Meditation. And it's just basically, a group in regards to us meditating. And this group will meet once a month on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay, for 30 minutes, you know, and we will meditate. And you have to make sure that you are in a quiet place and have time to participate. This is definitely great to kind of like quiet your mind from all like the chatter, just to help you to kind of like focus. And I think that is kind of like important as well. But thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back. But like I said, okay, you could always check beautifulstartpodcast.com. That is where I will be posting the stuff that's going to be happening. I try my best to be on these other websites, but I don't know, life be happening. But thank you so much. Okay. Peace.